Good morning, boys and girls. Today what we're going to do is, this is a little mini lesson on looking at equivalent fractions. So I am going to find or determine equivalent fractions. Some things to keep in mind when we're working with equivalent fractions. Our model and number lines have to be the same size. Okay, and I've talked about that at great length, and it's really important because we cannot show equivalent fractions if we have one model bigger than the other, like one pizza is bigger than the other pizza. We will need to place fractions on the model or number line. So you have to actually put your fractions on the model or the number line. So if you're showing fourths, you want 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4 on your number line. If you're showing a pie in fourths, you can either label it with the unit fraction 1/4 all the way around, or you can count 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. And I'll show you what I mean in a second. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at a model first. So this is a model of fractions that are equivalent. As you can see, they take up the same amount of space. They're the same size, so then we can say that these are truly equivalent fractions. So what I can do is, first of all, I want to think about my first rectangle here, and what is the unit fraction for this rectangle? Well, I can come in here and we can write, this is 1/3. We know unit fractions have a 1 in our numerator, and then this is 2/3. And when I look at this, I'm looking at this line, so that is all 1/3. This is all 2/3 up to that line. And this is 3/3, and we know 3/3 is equal to our 1 whole. All right, so what is the unit fraction on our second model here? Well, we know we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts, and we know our unit fraction has a 1 at the top in the numerator and the 6 in the denominator. So our first piece is 1/6, and we can count 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, 5/6, and 6/6. We know 6/6 equals our whole. It's supposed to be a 6. Hold on. All right, so now what we can do is we can come in and we can say, well, we're looking at 2/3, so we're looking at 2 parts. So we're looking right here. And let's continue drawing that line. We can see equivalent fractions on this model because we see that our red line goes at the end of 4/6. So it's taking up the same amount of space as 2/3. So therefore we know 2/3 is equal to 4/6. And that is equivalent fractions on a model. Now let's look at a number line. And let's say we have 3/4 and we want to know if 3/4 is equal or equivalent to 6/8. Well, the first number line, we're going to go ahead and we're going to show where 3/4 would be on our number line. Okay, so we have 3/4. We know we have 4 parts. And we are between the whole number 0 and 1. And we know the fractions come in between the whole numbers. So we know we've got, remember from our lessons before, we put the numerator on top, denominator on the bottom. So we know we can count over. We know the numerator is going to be 1. And then we count on the bottom, how many parts do we have? 4 parts. So we know the first place is 1/4 right here. Then we can go ahead 2/4, 3/4, and then 4/4. We know 4/4 is equal to the whole number 1. All right, so now what we've got to do down here is we want 6/8. So we know, okay, well, we have to have 8 parts. Remember I taught you the trick of splitting those parts in half and then half again to make those 8s. All right, so we go numerator, denominator. We count over 1, so we know our numerator is 1. And then we count our parts to see our denominator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we know our denominator is 8. So then we go in here and we can go ahead and finish our fractions on our number line. 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, and 8/8. All right, so now we want to come in here and we want to find if 3/4 is taking up the same amount of space as 6/8. We just draw that line all the way down and look at that. It does take up the same amount of space. So we've got this amount of space, and we've got this amount of space, and it takes up the same amount of space. So therefore, yes, 3/4 is equal to 6/8. Okay, so that is on a number line. So we're working on finding equivalent fractions on models and on a number line today. This is just a short mini lesson to get your thoughts going on this. You can refer back to this lesson if you need some more practice, and I'll be working with you in a small group also to keep working on this and practicing this objective. Thank you. See you later. Bye.